Hello, my brothers and my sisters. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Welcome to another lovely episode of Simplified. And I greet you, as always. I greet you in the most beloved greeting, the most beautiful greeting, the most humble greeting, the most beneficial greeting, the greeting of the pious, the greeting of the beloveds, the greeting of simplified, the greeting of peace, the greeting of salam. May the peace and blessings of Almighty God be with you, guide you, and always show up for you. Show up for me. Amen. Today's episode, I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very happy because this is a special one. By the time you watch this video, by the time we drop it, it will be close to the time of Eid, the time of Eid 2023, Eid-Ul-Adha, or the Ileya of 2023. Now, I'm going to say this to everybody. On the day of, and simplifiers, we've told these stories many times, so we don't have to retell it again. How the Eid and slaughtering of ram, how that comes about is the obedience of a father and a son. Anabi Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, and his son, his first son, Anabi Ishmael alayhi salatu wasalam. May Allah be pleased with both of them, and may Allah be pleased with all the prophets. Eid this year, 2023, that's my timer. Eid this year, 2023, is gonna be on I think June 28th, which will be on a Wednesday, and the day of Arafah is going to be Tuesday, inshallah. So everybody, it's imperative, if you can fast, make sure you fast on that day. Make sure you fast on the day of Eid. Make sure you fast on the day of Arafah, which is the Tuesday, the day before Eid. And make sure that you fast in the morning of the Ileya day, the morning of Eid. You don't eat until you come back from the prayer ground. You don't eat until after you do the Eid prayer. That's when you have breakfast. Remember, this is the time to recite, to do a lot of prayers. This is the time to do a lot of takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahil hamdu, Allahu Akbar kabira, walhamdulillahi kaseera, wa subhanallahi bukratan wa azilan. La ilaha illallah wahda, anjaza wahda, wa nasra abda, wa haza. All that, right? You all know it. So make sure you do a lot. The day of Arafat is a day, one of the biggest days in the year, that Allah's heart is extremely soft for us. Because don't forget, there's always battle between, since the day that Allah asked Shaitan, Iblis, Satan to bow down to the first creation, Anabi Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. From that day that Allah asked him to bow to Adam and he refused and he rebelled, there's been a competition between the angels, was split into halves. Not halves, but two sides. There are Shaitan have his own, or had his own followers too, that followed him to the wrong side. But Allah has his angels, our beloved angels, right? So that thing is still there. And that day, is one of the days that Allah gloats about. Look at my creation, singing singing my praises in like simultaneously. One day that all everybody is singing is the praises and the greatness of Allah. That's it. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And people at the Kaaba, they're singing the Labaika. Labaik Allahumma Labaika, Labaik Allah, Sharika Laka Labaik. They're singing that. That is one of the days that Allah gloats. That is what. Forgive my scarf. Come on, Buki. My angels, please hold my scarves for me. Hold it for me, please. Please. You got it. Thank you. Inshallah, it will stay. That is one of the days that Allah gloats. That is one of the days that creating us is worth it for God. Making human beings is worth it for the Creator. So don't forget, don't backbite, don't gossip, don't do anything negative, don't let Shaitan have any part of the day. All you do is all the good things. All you do is sing the praises of Allah. If you don't know anything else, just say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah hili azim, Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah hili azim. If you forget to say that, just say La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Just keep saying it. Say any of the takbirs of Allah. Now, let's get to the Eid. Remember I mentioned the slaughtering of ram. There's a reason why we slaughter rams on the day of Eid. And simplifiers, you already know the reason, so I don't have to repeat it again. But there are 5 categories of people. I'm going to say this before I proceed. You see my fingers? Fingers? There's a reason why you see them. Allah made them like this. They're not equal, not in shapes, not in sizes, not in height. They're only equal in color. And the color means we're human beings. On the day of Eid, or the days that lead to it, there's something called, in Yoruba language, ladder. Ladder in English means reward. We're all running. Everything we do is to earn the reward of Allah. Everything we do is to earn the mercy, the reward, the blessings that comes after what we do. And in so many ways, people will lose their rewards without even knowing it. I'm going to tell you a few things today, and by the grace of Allah, you get this message and you don't go against the purpose of the day. Because social media and the statutes and Shaitan, everything has been becoming socialized. So it's taking people away from the purpose, the intended purpose of the day. The intended purpose of the day is not to measure our statute. It's not to measure our status. The intended purpose of the day is for Allah to win and love to thrive. Now, there are categories of people. For Eid, right? They buy their ram. Some people, they have the money to buy the ram. And they can buy the ram. They're capable to buy the ram. But they will not buy the ram. Because they don't feel like buying it. They don't want to waste their money. They work hard for their money. Why should anybody tell them to buy ram? One category. Another category. There are some people, they have the money. They can buy the ram. But when they buy the ram, our ram has to be the biggest in the neighborhood. Oh, my ram has to be the biggest. No, you lose your reward by having that mentality. Now, people can think, let's buy biggest ram because maybe last year the family, somebody got married, and now they have in-laws that will be coming to celebrate with them, or their children, maybe children are going to university, they have more friends now, or somebody got a new job, their co-workers are coming to celebrate with them. Let's buy bigger ram. You can have it for that purpose, but don't buy it for the purpose of it has to be the biggest in the street. We have to be the biggest. We are the biggest. We always have. No, because you're going to lose your reward if you have that mindset. The third category, they have the money. Sorry, they don't have the money. But what they're going to do, they're going to go borrow money to buy ram. Is a ram. To borrow money to buy ram is a ram. There's no compulsion. Everything Allah does is systematic. Remember my fingers, they're not equal. And I'm using this analogy for so many reasons that I'm going to connect the dots for you within the lecture. So this category don't have the money. Don't borrow. Because if you borrow money, nobody will know you borrow money, right? You buy the ram, everybody eat the ram. 2 days later, ko, they knocking your door. Olówó fẹ́ gbowó, onígbèsè dé. And then they're harassing you in the street. Do you think Allah want that? That's an embarrassment on Islam. That's an embarrassment on your deen. It's an embarrassment on your family. It's an embarrassment on your community. It's an embarrassment on your own being. Don't do it. Allah, don't borrow money to buy ram. It's haram. It's a sin. The fourth category, they have the money. They will buy the ram. They will kill the ram. But they lock their doors. I work hard for my money. I'm not sharing with anybody. Why? This thing, if we kill it, this ram, we slaughter it, we eat, and we save some. For the rest of like 3 months, we have enough. That's a foul. You don't have reward. Because that's not the purpose of the ram, of slaughtering ram. That's not the purpose. So it defeats the purpose. And then my beloved number 5 category. They have the money. They will buy the ram. They will not hold the ram. They didn't borrow the money. And then, when they kill the ram, they cook it deliciously and they open the gates to everybody in the community to come and eat. That category is the exact purpose. Because do you think when Allah says to Anabi Ibrahim alayhi salam, don't slaughter your son, slaughter the cow, slaughter the ram. Do you think Allah tell him, and then when you take the ram home, hide it in your fridge, cut it up, put it in your preservation, because there was no refrigerator back then, and then eat it for like months and months? No! Slaughter and share among everybody. Let everybody come and eat. Let everybody come and eat. The reason why we do this is because Allah wants unity, love. You don't know. Maybe you've been killing rams all year round, right? But this year, Allah didn't give you the resources to kill the ram. Not having the resources to kill the ram this year is part of Allah's plan. Because Allah is trying to make an example of something. Or maybe Allah is trying to test you what you will do. Because everybody had been coming to your house every year to eat ram and you were feeling good then. Let's see how you will feel when you have to go to somebody's house too to go eat the ram. Will you go? Or will you be ashamed? Or you will be pompous? Or you will be proud? Maybe it's a test of your faith and your stability of the mind, selflessness, and humility. Everything Allah does has plans. Everything Allah does is planned. Maybe Allah is trying to test your neighbors. When you don't have money this year to buy ram, right? Maybe Allah wants to test your neighbors to see how they will react. Oh, now they're coming to our house to eat our ram. Last year they killed ram, but this year they don't have money for ram. Now they're coming to our house too. You lost your reward. You don't make fun of nobody. You don't make fun of anybody. You share your ram with love, with humility, with passion. You don't make fun of anybody. You share with love. That is the purpose. As a matter of fact, you know, at the time of Cain and Abel, you remember Kabil and Abel, Cain and Abel, the first sons of Adam. When they were supposed to give sacrifice, and one is a farmer or was a farmer, one was a hunter. He hunts for animals. So the hunter, Abel, hunted the best animal for Allah and slaughtered as a sacrifice. And then Cain, the other one, all the rotten fruits, all the rotten vegetables, that's what he brought to Allah for sacrifice. Because he thought to himself, he'd sacrificed, nobody will know. And then when Abel, his food, the animal that he slaughtered, when he, like once soon, when they did the burnt of it, like smoke of it, the smoke went all the way to heaven. That was an indication, a significance that Allah accepted the sacrifice. So it's the same thing we're doing. Allah will accept our sacrifice if we do it with good intention. Now, I'm not saying some people's smoke will not go up. Oh, no. Smoke will rise. It goes by oxygen and, it's gravity. Ategumafe. But that was then. That was the significance and symbol that Allah has accepted my sacrifice back then. The reason why I'm saying this is anyone that can smell the food that you cook, if they can smell the food you made, they have right to taste the food that you made on the day of Eid. You don't need to ask them, àdúgbò wo lẹ̀yin wá ti wá, street wo lẹ ti wá. Don't ask. They come, they join people that want to eat, you feed them. Because you may never know when you'll be feeding an angel. Don't start questioning them 21 questions. What street what is your name? What street are you from? Before you feed them. They're part of they come, feed. That food is for sacrifice, oh. It's sacrifice. Even if you give everything away with nothing left for tomorrow, that is what Allah wants. Now, if you have leftover, it's not a sin. It's okay to have leftover. Because, like in my family back in Nigeria, my dad, he will make sure that sometimes we kill two, sometimes we kill more. I don't want to speculate because we do as Allah allows. So may Allah always allow all of us to have enough to do his work. And may Allah not let us miss out on the ladder, the rewards that come with our sacrifices. So my dad, after we have fed everybody, I think it's the leg of one leg, he will give like raw meat to some imams of the neighborhood or the elderly of the neighborhood. He will do that. And then my mom, they will cook all the food. Every kid in the neighborhood, they always come. Even some people that also kill ram, they'll still come to our house. Because, the more the merrier. They eat in our house, our nieces and nephews, they go to other people's house too. They eat there. It's like the whole neighborhood, jubilation together, celebrating together, felicitating together. That is the purpose of Eid-Ul-Adha. That is the purpose. Now, the following day, there will be leftover. then all the kids will still come back, because that is when they eat ogi, ogi pap in the morning with asun. So the kids know there's still more. They will come back again the following day. You think my parents or our family will say, no, 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 you ate yesterday, don't come? No. They come today, this festivity continues until the last skin, until the last bone of the ram. Alhamdulillah. That's how I grew up. That's how we still do it. That's how it's supposed to be done. And I'm not saying my family is righteous. No one is perfect. I'm just telling you my story. Everybody has story. But I just told you how things supposed to go for the sake of Allah. If you've been doing any of the first four, try not to do it this year. The purpose of it is so that we can felicitate together. Now I want to say this part. This part, listen carefully. For the unfortunate people that want to put stumbling blocks on other people's ways to success. See, this person is supposed to have enough money so that I can do Eid or feed people or buy Asholeya Eid festivity clothing for people. But you cause that person to lose their job, right? And you know you're going to lose your job. I'm going to get you in trouble. And you get that person in trouble, or you do something to debar them from earning the money to do the works of Allah, from earning the money to feed people. Oh, there's a huge reward for that for you, and it's not nice reward. So don't try to be an obstacle to anybody from doing their best to serve Allah, to give to others, to feed. And I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, ah, ó fẹ́ ṣoríire. A ní ojú ṣoríire, oríire ń bọ̀ ló ti fẹ́ ṣoríire. Ah, kò ní lọ. You think you're going to be a stumbling block on somebody's way to success? And Allah will let you go like that? See, everybody that person's supposed to feed, and you block them from doing that work on the day of Qiyamah, all your good deed will be spread around first. And that day you cannot go back and redo anything. So be the person that facilitates other people to get promotion, to make money. Help other people to be able to fulfill the deed and the purpose of the Eid. And I pray to Almighty Allah that this year Eid is a better one for all of us than before. I know times are rough, times are tough, but don't worry, it will get better. It will get better. The purpose is that we're happy together. Eid is not, Eid-Ul-Adha, Ileya, is not only about eating, it's not only about food. It's mostly about sharing love and about remembering Allah. It's mostly about worshiping Allah. It's mostly about doing what pleases Allah. Let Allah gloat about you to the angels. Let your acts of kindness, let your words, let your intentions put Shaitan to shame. Let your intentions, let you be the reason that God wins always and always. On the day of Arafat, on the day of Eid and beyond, be the reason that Allah gloats in front of the angels. Everything I say that is good, all glory and adoration be unto Almighty God, the King of all kings and the Lord of all lords, the immaculate, the everlasting, the almighty, the Rahman, the Rahim, the Malik, His Qudus, His Salam, His Mumin, His Mu'aymin, His Haziz, His Jabbar, His Mutakabir, His Khaliq, His Bariu, and I can go on and on and on. But He is all of that. He's Wariz, He's Rashid, He's Sabur. Allah will provide. Don't worry. Don't stress. Nǹkan tí ó tó lénìí, ó máa pọ̀ lọ́la. Inshallah. Everything I say that is good, all glory and adoration be unto Almighty God, King of fucking and Lord of all lords, and everything I say that is incorrect, everything that I say that is an error. Allah forgive me. Forgive me, please. I'm just your perfect imperfection. And I love being your perfect imperfection. And I try and strive to be better every day. Help me to always be better every day. Help the simplifiers to be better every day. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging in there with me through my imperfections, through my shortcomings, through my silly bookie modes. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I love you. I love you. But no matter how much I love you, Allah will always love you more. And I know that you love me. Thank you for loving me. But no matter how much you love me, Allah will love me more. Until next time, keep it simple. Have a wonderful Eid. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your breaks. Enjoy your holiday. And take care of one another. Felicitate together. Dine together. Eat together. Remember, on the day of Eid, no alcohol. No alcohol. Do not drink alcohol. Alcohol is haram. I love you. Until next time, you keep it simple. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Masalam.